Hola gente bonita del mundo, ¿cómo están? So today I have something a little bit different to share with you guys, and I think this video is going to be only in English, just because I feel this can be a little bit more of a natural sharing, a little bit more of a non-scripted opening to you guys. And I would like to go a little bit deeper into the idea of resilience, of failure. How do we handle failure? How do we develop our resilience muscle? And this is something very important to me because at the moment I'm taking quite a few new challenges, I'm exploring new projects, and I'm beginning to see a very strong sense of redefinition of what failure and resilience are. So I think at times we forget that so-called failure is part of everyone's life. Everyone experiences a level of failure. But there seems to be a difference in the way in which people handle failure. Some people have seem to be affected long term by this failure, to where they are devastated and they don't really seem to be able to find a way out of the effect that the failure has had on them. And then there's also kind of people that take on the failure, that take it as raw material to build themselves stronger and better. And this is where resilience comes in. Now, resilience is more of a I guess it's a scientific term, right? It's the ability for any material to change its shape given by any circumstance, but it always has the ability to go back to its original form. And this is exactly what must be developed when we are facing challenges, when we are facing moments in our lives where our ability to adjust and learn is challenged. And I think that one of the best ways in which we can develop resilience is to, one, look at the failure dead in the eye, to not shy away from it, to not try to push it to the side and ignore it. And the other thing, the other aspect of it is to not identify yourself with the failure, to not begin studying it in a way where you see yourself as a failure, but rather to look at failure through the prism of learning, of life itself communicating something to us. So what's life trying to communicate to me through this? What new lessons can I pick up from all of this? Maybe I didn't prepare enough. Maybe I expected too much. Maybe I need to make adjustments. What is life really trying to tell me as far as this endeavor and as far as the result? I think it's very important to again face the failure and to not identify yourself with the actual failure, so that way you take full-on responsibility for any outcomes, and that really sets us right at the center to both learn and to redefine that failure, to turn that failure into something that helps us build ourselves better. And I think this is a very interesting thing because I've seen, for example, when we try to treat kids, a lot of the times we try to protect them from everything bad, and of course, there's levels. But I think at times we don't really integrate the idea of resilience at an early age. And I think this is very important because I think that's one of the most important things to have a good sense of from an early age, because things like those have a very lasting impact, and they become very important tools in our life. So if you are going through some sort of a challenge, or you have experienced a level of failure, what I recommend you to do, one, is to not isolate yourself. That's going to make everything look bigger and worse than it really is. Try to open up yourself to others about the things that you have experienced, what you are maybe able to learn from this whole thing, and if you do it in a careful way, you will see that we all experience failure. You are not the only one. I am not the only one. We all experience a level of challenge, and a level of redefinition, and a level of having to readjust. So it shouldn't be something to be embarrassed about. It shouldn't be something that we are ashamed of. And again, if you are experiencing a level of failure, or a level of having to develop your resilience muscle, look at the challenge just straight in the eyes, and see what lessons are hiding there. See what new pieces of yourself you can put together in a better way. So this is just one of my thoughts. Again, this has something to do with the several different kinds of challenges and projects that I'm taking on, and I wanted to just share this in a more open way. If you would like to see this video in both Spanish and Italian, let me know, because I would love to do that. I'm just doing this because it's a little bit more natural to be discussing these things. And if you have any questions or any comments about this topic, please just go ahead and leave them on the comments. Make sure to subscribe, because I'm releasing videos about languages, about just personal experiences, growth, and about creativity on a weekly basis. Go onto my website, languagejourney.net, to download a series of videos and materials for free, to get the basics about learning languages, and get the tools, mindsets, and practices for beginning to learn languages in an efficient way. So hopefully you liked this video. Again, make sure to subscribe, go to languagejourney.net, and I'll see you next time.